Welcome, race fans, to Primetime TV's live coverage of the Northeast Racers 5 Flags 100 in the SK Modified. I'm here in the booth with my broadcast partner, Brandon Kreutz, here today. Brandon, how are you? That they do. We are having a cloudy day here at Five Flags, and we are going to get ready for some solo qualifying laps, and then we will be off to a 100 lap race. That it is. The smaller the track, the smaller the budget, so they only have what is required and not much more. But as we go here, we're going to see the laps as they come up here. It looks like we have Matthew Kimball on the provisional pole right now. With a fifth. And just as I say that, James Curl in the number 51 has just ran a 15.829. That is true. You run hot laps in practice, you get the track all heated up in the middle of the day, you take a couple hours off, and then you're back at it for qualifying. So there's always about a tenth or two left in it, and these guys have their qualifying setups in the car too, which obviously are going to give them a little bit more speed on the board. So. Yeah, we have, let's see if someone's on the board. David Greenslet. Oh, looks like he just got sideways on his qualifying lap. Let's watch him. I think he's going to take another run out here. He's one of the admin here in this league, but nope, David's not going to take a lap. Oh, and here he comes, David Greenslet in the number 20. Let's see him out on the track and see what he could pull off here. We only have two cars that haven't run a lap, David and the 99 of Mark Reed, who is not on the track right now. David takes the green, and into turn number 1 he goes. He gets right down to that white line. That is the ideal line. Looks like he nailed that. Here he comes into turn 3. Can he nail it as well? Little bit off the bottom, but a little high. He hits the line, and David Greenslet with a 16.098. That is only good enough for 14th, but he's going to have a second lap. Oh, no, he's going to wave it off. Yeah, we have right now the fastest lap is let's see here actually. Fastest lap with James Curl is at 15.829. The last qualifying lap is a 16.24, so about 4/10 between 20 drivers right now. And I apologize, I was just told I had a little bit of technical problems going on. So unfortunately, Brandon was not actually being audibly heard to you guys right there. So Brandon, welcome to the booth here.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, yeah, welcome, race fans.
You know, sometimes first race of the season, you know, sometimes you put that wrong oil in there. Sometimes you forget to tighten a lug nut. The same thing happens here in the booth. So,
You know what? We've had a couple weeks off. We got to get back in our prime here.
prime time.
All right. Well, these guys almost ready to grid now. So,
Yeah, it looks like and it does look like Mark Reed in the 99 car. He did run a lap. So that is going to wrap it up here, and we are going to get our starting lineup here on Primetime TV. Starting in position number 1 on the front row is James Curl with a 15.83 second lap, with Matthew Kimball on the outside front row. In position number 3 is Ryan Messer from the Canadian in the number 1 with a 15.9. Cody LeBlanc in 4th. Brian Town P5. Dan LaFoe in position number 6th. Evan Black in 7th. Ricky Nadeau in 8th. Jeff Gallup in 9th. Alex Cambrone in 10th. Brandon?
starting in the 11th position, Rodney Huntoon. I apologize if I got that last name wrong. Starting in 12th, Kyle Bingham. In 13th, Graham Narcombe. Starting in the 14th position is David Greenslit. My apologies. Starting behind David is the number 17 of Keith Lord. Starting in the 22, back behind him is the number 22 of David Cassidy. Behind David will be the number 92 of Bruce Wright. In the number 55, starting behind him, will be Kyle Willis. In the number 43, starting behind Kyle, will be David Elliott. Number 52, behind David Elliott, will be Ronald Narcombe. And last but not least, in the 99 car, Mark Reed. Again, folks, I do apologize if we got any last names wrong. This always happens with new leagues. We can try to learn some of these names and meet and talk with these guys. But we will have it probably by, next week, and if not the week after. So we do apologize.
Yep, but that being the case, we are ready here. The pace car is going to take one more trip around this Five Flags Speedway, and then we're going to get going green. You can see here, Five Flags Speedway, just a hair under a half-mile track. We are in the middle of Florida here. 80 degrees on track temp here, so these guys are going to have a whale of grip here, I would expect anyways, in these SK Modifieds.
Absolutely. They started practice with a clean track, Corey, so whatever groove they made is the one that they have for race.
Yep, 75-degree air temp, again 80-degree track temp, cloudy skies, and no humidity in Florida, but here we come. We are getting ready for a green flag.
Pace car getting ready to pull off. There it goes, waiting for him to fire. And
green flag.
Green flag is in the air at Five Flags.
And here it is, the 51 into turn 1, gets the hole shot. He gets about a 10-second lead, but they are side by side for position number 2 still here on the board. And
starting to get single file now, do not want to get left out to dry. This can become a multi-groove racetrack, but it's going to be tough at the beginning of this thing.
Yep, so it looks like we're single file for the first 5. It looks like a little technical difficulties with Ryan Messer there. A little blinking, but that should be, looks like it's hopefully clearing out. But now we're going to have a battle for second.
Caution's out.
And the caution.
Flag is out.
Let's see, could you see anything on your end, Brandon?
Let me go back and try to look here.
Didn't see any smoke on the track, but I'm trying to see if there's any damaged cars here.
No, I don't see anyone. I think there was someone slowing on the racetrack, though, Corey. That was probably good enough to bring out the yellow.
Yeah, we'll have to go with that. Try to see here. Don't see anyone with any major incidents, or no one that lost any significant positions on that. So, and that could just be one of those steals. Don't see anyone with damage, so that's a good sign, because that means that we didn't lose any cars out of this race so far. But the 51 car, James Curl, he got a really good start there. He got out, cleared the outside line there, entering turn 1. and Ryan Messer still in second position. Matthew Kimball in third. They were just about to have a battle for that second position as that yellow came out.
Yeah, these guys getting a little bit racy up front early. They're not pushing their limits though. You know, they're trying to get the best positions that they can and set them up because, you know, 100 laps seems a lot here, but on a half-mile track, it goes by really quick. So these guys are going to spend all the race setting themselves up for hopefully the win.
And I did remember hearing they do have tire rules in this series. I believe, I'll have to get corrected on this, I believe they are only allowed to change tires once in this race. I could be wrong on that, but I do remember hearing that from the admin.
Yeah, I expect a lot of those guys to come down like halfway through the race. And it'll be interesting. It'll be a mad rush down pit road.
But if that situation is the case, and I hope it is, because I don't want to be incorrect. If there's only one set of tires for 100 laps and we have some yellows, that'll be interesting to see what these drivers decide to do and when they decide to pit and when they decide to stay out.
Absolutely.
And
so,
here we go. We're going green.
Look at the jump that 51 car got of James Curl.
Yeah,
Back
he
there
is
in
just.
second.
Yeah, he is out there right now. He's already out to 2 seconds. He is on that loud pedal quick on these restarts. But we are have a battle for the fourth position here. Cody LeBlanc and Brian Town.
18 holding strong on the outside. Now on the exit of the corner, down the back straightaway, going down into turns number 3 and 4. 18 losing position on the outside. Not the place to be right now.
And yes, the 02 is going to take that position. Alex Gambrione in the 02 car, he is going to take that 5th position, and we are now single file for about the first top 10.
So, James Curl's holding a consistent lead right now. These guys, I'm sure, are just trying to save their tires and until, you know, around the halfway point of this race when they can really, you know, push it and get the most out of those tires.
Yeah, with these cold temps, I would not be surprised if it took about 5 or 6 laps or so to get those tires up to proper temp and be able to get racing here.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either, Corey.
We're in the middle of the back here. Sorry to cut you off, Brandon. We have the 8-car Evan Black under heat from the 58 of Rodney Huntoon here. And then while that's going on, Evan Black is actually trying to get under the 77 of Kyle Bigham.
Yeah, 77 got trapped on the outside there. Kyle Bingham did, and that, like I said before, that's really not where you want to be right now. Until they get that upper groove rubbered in, you're just going to get stuck out there.
That he is at 77. He's lost the position to Evan Black. He's lost the position to Rodney Huntoon, and it looks like he's about to lose the position to David Greensler. And we have a yellow flag.
Caution flag is in the air. Let's see where that one was. The 92 car, Corey, spun around.
All right, let's go back on primetime replay and try to see what's went on there with the 92.
Looks like he spun out down in turn number 1. We made contact with.
Yeah, we're focusing on him now. We see him under turn 4, trying to get underneath someone.
Or was the 99? Sorry.
Ooh, someone, a red and blue car, couldn't quite see the number, got in the wall, and that screwed his entry up in turn 1, and he had nowhere to go on that.
Looked like it's the 99 car, Corey.
Mark Reed.
Yeah. He hit the wall, and
that got right in Bruce Wright, yeah. So, looks like, I mean, again, with these open wheel cars, you can't really be banging fenders too much, but we'll just have to hope that the damage he does have is withstandable, that he can keep out here with competitive pace.
It doesn't look too bad. The 99's probably worse after hitting the wall the way he did. If the Nerf bar didn't save him.
So again, the 51 car of James Curl here has led every lap so far in this race. All 15 laps has the 51 led. So looks like he is going to be the man to beat here today. But again, we have 84 laps to go, so we can't be counting those eggs too soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was also told by the admins, these drivers, they have they have nicknames that they like to go by. So we have to know some of these, Evan, don't we? Let the fans know. My favorite one is David Greenslet, who is currently in the 20 car at 11th position. He is known as Rowdy in this league. Rowdy David Greenslet from Claremont, New Hampshire.
I mean, it's short track series, Corey. You gotta have the
yeah.
nicknames. You gotta have the nicknames.
I was hoping to see Nicholas Cambrione in here, but we have Alex, because Nicholas Cambrione is the teacher.
The teacher.
We'll have to get these names going. And then, my favorite, and we'll have to know this one. Where is he? Kyle Bingham, the 77. Bump and run Bingham. So if
Bump and run Bingham. I like that.
If we see him, if we see him in position at the end of this race to make a move, I think we know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think so. He had to have earned it from somewhere.
Yeah, you have to wonder what happened there to earn that.
Oh, these guys doubled up for the restart now, Corey.
Yep, that 51 is on the inside. He has to the outside of him the 50 car.
Go ahead, take us away.
The 50 car, Matthew Kimball. And here we come. Green flag is in the air. James Curl, again, with that amazing restart off turn 4. He's going to clear the field here, but we're going to have a battle going on for second. Ryan Messer to the inside. And they're still side by side off turn 2. We are gridlocked.
3 wide, down into turn number 3.
It looks like Ryan Messer decided to play it. Oh, Messer got loose there off of 4.
Sideways. These guys, they're not saving much tire by doing that.
Oh, they're going for it. But now we have Matthew Kimball in second place, and it looks like he's going to try to give it a run for the lead here. He's let's see if he can do anything. He has not been in that position yet.
Still back here side by side with the number 1 and the 02 for looks like 3rd position. Corey, caution.
Caution on the speedway. Dan LaFoe is upside down.
Oh,
Dan LaFoe, Dynamite
wow.
Dan LaFoe is upside down here. We got to go back and figure out why he's upside down.
Oh, wow. Corey, he took a vicious hit.
Yeah, we are going back here on Primetime TV replay, and let's see what happened to the number 11 car of Dan LaFoe. Dynamite Dan LaFoe.
Oh, wow.
See, we're coming off turn 4 here, entering turn 1. He's on the outside line. The 17 car, who is the 17? Keith Lord got into him. And then there was a vicious impact from the 55 of Kyle Willis that put him upside down on the apron there. So
he rolled down the track in an attempt to get out of the way, and the 55 was coming, had nowhere to go. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's going to be significant damage. I mean, he might get out a couple laps down, but that's going to be obviously he's going to be out of contention, which is not how he wanted to start this day. Dynamite Dan LaFoe in the number 11.
The 17 of Keith Lord was just given an end-of-line penalty for causing that whole incident.
Yeah, we have some very strict rules here in this league. They're all about clean, hard racing, and obviously stuff does happen, but it does happen. When it does happen, you're going to have to pay the price for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, not able to keep the position there, not able to get away with that one. So, hard wreck here. Car upside down. Not the way I had expected it to happen, but these are open-wheel cars, and it does happen frequently.
That it does.
Although, I have to say, the way he got hit, it's hard to roll over one of these wide modifieds that way.
Let's see if we get another lap here. Let's see if we can pull someone in the booth. I don't know if we're going to get one to go this time by. Are we? Oh, we're going to have another lap. Let's pull up the 51 here. James Curl into the booth with us. James Curl, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, we've been seeing you 25 laps in, leading every lap. Seem to get a really good jump on all these restarts. How's the car feeling, and how do you think the rest of this race is going to go for you?
Car's feeling really great right now. Maybe a tick loose on like center of the corner, and I almost screwed it up big time. I kind of caught the wall on the front straightaway and gathered her back together. But hopefully we can play on some pit strategy here and kind of maybe short pit a little bit and keep the rest of the guys behind us. Whenever they pit, cycle through.
10-4.
We'll see how it goes. And
if you just help me with one thing, do you guys have a one tire change limit in this league?
Yeah, we get 4 tires. So however we want to do the 4 tires, we have 2 rides, 2 lefts, or 4 rides, 4 lefts.
All right, 10-4. All right, thank you for that, and we will let you get back to it. And good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so that confirms our logic. They have 4 tires they can change throughout the race, however they choose to change them.
All right, pace car pulls off, and he is on the gas. Green flag back in the air.
And again, he has that good restart. It looks like we're going to have Alex Cambrione on the inside in the 0-2. He's going to get that shot. You don't want to be on the outside here today.
No, you do not. But these guys continue to try and get that outside rubbered up a little bit, hoping that they can eventually run out there.
Ryan Messer, it looks like he was right back up there before in second, and now he's in no man's land up there, and he's going to be falling back to the 6th position right now, and potentially further back than that.
Yeah, he's falling way back right now, Corey, and just a freight train on the bottom.
Yep, he's all the way back to 7th now. He has Evan Black in 8th position trying to take that, so he might lose even the 8th position right now. Ryan Messer going to the back, and he was up to 2nd. We thought he may have a chance to challenge for the lead for a little bit, but he's going to have some work to do to pull that off now.
Now, our leader, James Curl, did not pull away as much as he did the last time. The 0-2 is pulling right up to his rear bumper.
Yep, only a 3/10 of a second gap does the 51 of James Curl have over Alex Cambrione in the 0-2. And they seem to be, from my perspective, running about equal laps. That lap Curl had him by about a half a tenth, excuse me.
0-2 car is...
Battle going on for the, excuse me, Brennan, for the 5th position. We have the 88 of Ricky Nadeau and Cody LeBlanc, very tight for that 5th position here.
A lot of side-by-side throughout the field right now.
Yeah, let's go a little bit further back in the pack here. Looks like we have some racing going on. We have David Elliott in the 13, James Gallup in the 4. They're side-by-side here. That's for the 13th position. 43 holding inside, the red, white, and blue SK Modified. He is still side-by-side with Jeff Gallup in the number 4.
So, yeah, working their way down the back straightaway now, and looks like 4 is going to pull in before he loses too many positions.
Yep, is there a crossover going? Here we go, the crossover.
Wow. Coming down into turns number 1 and 2.
Jeff Gallup.
Side by side still.
Jeff.
Oh, that got really tight there.
And is he going to clear? But now the 78 of Graham Narcombe trying to get underneath. He sees the door open with the 43 on the outside. I want to get in that hole, but while it's still there. Oh, what
almost
a save.
Lost. It was a 43. Good save, good save.
That was a heck of a bit of driving from David Elliott there.
Oh, 4 gets loose down on the bottom. Going to lose maybe a position to the 79 car. Oh, no, he defends.
All right, we are back in the pack here watching this
apologies.
battle. Up front, nothing has changed. James Curl is now out to about a 10-second lead over Alex Cambrione here in the 0-2 car.
These modifieds look mean going down around this track, don't they, Corey?
That they do. It's something you don't see very often anymore on iRacing. Everyone's in the NASCAR, whether it be the Monster Energy Cup, the Xfinity, the truck. You don't see these grassroots cars that often broadcasted anymore, so we're really happy to bring it to you guys.
Absolutely. So, these guys keeping it pretty clean right now, just ticking off laps. They'll be coming to lap 39 right here as 51 crosses the line.
We have a really tight battle from about 5th to about 11th. It's separated by about a half second right here. We have leading that battle is the 7 car, Cody LeBlanc, but he is under fire. The 88 car is closing in on him, who also has the 20 of David Greenslet behind him. Rowdy David Greenslet, remember?
Yeah, these guys all single file right now. Seems to be really hard to make a pass here, Corey.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just because of the grip, because of the afternoon and the clouds, where it is. There might be a little too much. Oh, but we have to go back to the front here. That gap seems to have disintegrated. Oh, actually, no, it didn't. Our ticker's acted up on me. Excuse me for that. I looked up to the ticker, and it showed that there was only about a 2/10 second gap, but now it's back to a second and a half, so. But we did have a change for position. Matthew Kimball is in P2 now. Alex Cambrione is back to P3. So that 0-2 car seemed to be slipping back a little bit.
If we look back towards the 7th position, Corey, Evan Black just made an amazing move to move his way up to 7th place. Ducked underneath the car right on exit. Seems to be what you got to do to try to get a good pass here.
All right, we're going to take a look at that here. So he might have been a little bit behind on that replay, but nonetheless, Evan Black is also trying to get he's getting on the back bumper of the 20 car here of David Greenslet.
Yeah, he is. And there is
cautions
a
on the track.
spin.
Is that the 0-2?
Yes, it
believe it
is.
is.
Wow.
Alex Cameron, we were just talking, he was just in second, had fell back to third, and now all of a sudden is backward. Let's see what happened here. He's exiting turn 4. Everything's fine and normal. Right behind the 50 of Matthew Kimball.
They both got really loose. 50 and the
Yep.
0-2 got really loose, Corey.
I don't know if the 50 got loose and that threw him off and got him loose, but yeah, they both got sideways, but it was a harmless spin there. No damage done to the vehicle.
Number 7 taking evasive action there.
But our leader down pit road now.
Oh, there's his strategy that he was talking about.
And
Possible short pitting.
I see the 50 behind him, so we have about, looks like a split strategy. Half the field pitting, half the field staying out right now.
So that'll hand over the lead right now to Cody LeBlanc.
Yep, our first leader change of the day, albeit during pit stops, but it is going to shake the strategy up.
Oh, he's pitting.
Was that a bonus point strategy there, perhaps?
I don't know. I'm not sure how these guys' point system works quite yet. But
Whether it be in some leagues, we know that you can only pit on certain laps. Other leagues, you get bonus points. So we're going to have to find that out. But as it stands right now, the 88 of Ricky Nadeau is going to be your leader. And that'll be his first lap lead of the day. Ricky Nadeau started this race in the 8th position. And we do have one car on pit road. Is that Bump and Run Bingham here on pit road in the number 77. He was in the 2nd position at the moment. We're going to have to get clarification on pit strategy from these guys just to make sure that they're if they have pit rules or if it's just strategy going on.
looking at our live chat, it does look like Evan Black has a fan.
And there it is, Evan Black. You got a guy pulling for you. World of Outlaw playing fool. That is the username. I'm not being offensive to anybody. So this time by, we will start lap 50, and we will be halfway complete in the Five Flags 100 for the Northeast Racers here at the Five Flags Speedway. And it looks like this time by, we are going to double it up, and we are going to go green this time by. And we're going to have a new leader now. We're going to have Ricky Nadeau leading the pack here with Keith Lord to the outside, Matthew Kimball 3rd, David Greenslet 4th, Evan Black in 5th. We're going to have to go back to the 8th position to find James Curl. Brandon, you want to take us down here?
Pace car pulls off now. 88 ready to fire. There he goes. Green flag back in the air.
And there it goes. It looks like the 17th there got it. Actually, a pretty good restart for the outside, but whoa, it looks like the 50 of Matthew Kimball scared him there and got him up the track a little bit.
Battle for the lead. Look at the 50 car right on the back bumper, the 88. Down the front straightaway now, down into turn number 1. He ducks underneath through turn number 2, out of turn number 2, now down the back straightaway. We have a change in the lead.
That is the number 50 of Matthew Kimball to the lead. We knew he has speed. He's been up front all day long. So now let's see what he could do with clean air. He hasn't had it because James Curl has had that all race. James Curl already up to the 5th position. Let's go on board with him as he tries to go through this pack here.
So, obviously we know it's hard to pass here. Getting a good view of how he's doing it, though. Trying to duck underneath Evan Black. All
right, but now there's side-by-side battle going on with him with the 20 car and Ricky Nadeau for position 2. So now what does he do? You can see here about this SK modified up to about 114 miles an hour going into turn 1 down to about 97 or so in the center of the turn. So there's not much speed drop off here. But actually, excuse me, going down the backstretch almost hit about 120 there. But
Evan Black was pushing the 20 car down the straightaway, the back straightaway there. An attempt to try to get past him. Didn't quite work out, though.
But that does bring Evan Black up to position number 3, but now he has the 51 to his inside. The 51, the leader, the dominant driver in this race, James Curl, trying to get back up there into the podium position. Evan Black in the wall. Evan
Hopefully
Black.
not too much damage there. He was trying to not get free train there in the bottom.
Yeah, he kind of rode the wall there with those right side tires, and that's not what you want in an open wheel car. So Evan Black is going to start falling through this pack here now that he's on the outside line, already back to 6th position with the 88 of Ricky Nadeau on his bumper. As we go back to the front and check up what's going on, David Greenslet in the 20. Haven't seen him going for the lead all day, but with this pit strategy, he's right there. He's trying to make a run on the 50 of Matthew Kimball, but watch out, who's in 3rd?
Tell you what, Corey, this one set of tires thing makes things very interesting.
Yeah, because you know you have one set, you have 4 tires you got to change. You got to change them during the race, but when do you do it? That is the strategy.
So the 20 car looking to possibly take the lead, but he knows that he could be in trouble if he messes up with 51 right behind him.
So he needs to make this pass, and he needs to make this pass now, because if he wants to get that lap led, get on the board with laps led, he's going to have to do it now. But I don't know if he's going to have time to make a move before he's already up for battle with the 51.
Yeah, I don't know. These guys are all under a blanket right now. Amazing racing going on up front. These guys just looking for a passing lane.
And as long as they're hugging the bottom and they get good exits off the turns, I don't know it. Here he comes, looking to the inside. David Greenslet, rowdy to the inside of the 50 of Matthew Kimball. They're side by side off of 4. And it looks like give it to the 20 at the line that time by. And now.
So James Curl right behind them. Now takes 2nd place for number 50 of Matt Kimball.
And how long is this going to last? How long could David Greenslet in the 20 stay in the lead? We will soon find out. That 51 has fresher tires, and he has the fastest car as we've seen so far. So let's see.
Oh, almost put the bumper to him off the exit.
Is he taking a look to the outside?
It looks like he's trying to find a way around. He knows he's not going to really
with the crossover. No, not that time by.
Not able to get there, Corey. He's going to have to maybe find another way around. If that's even possible.
As long as Greenslet gets a run off the turn and he doesn't really wash up in the center, it's going to be tough, but we were going to have to see.
Awesome racing going on right now. The rest of the pack is pretty spread out in single file right now. Not missing too much. So, the battle for the lead continues.
Looks like we do have a little bit of racing here in the center of the pack with Keith Lord, Graham Narcombe, and Kyle Bingham. Bump and run Bingham here. That's going on about the 10th, 11th, 12th position. They are pretty close, but caution on the track.
Caution flag is out.
And it looks like, who is this? The 92 car of Bruce Wright, sideways on the front straightaway. Let's go on primetime TV replay and see what's going on.
Well, it looks like he just looped it, Corey.
Well, we're seeing him go into turn 3 and 4 completely by himself here, and as you said, off of turn 4 just got sideways, and luckily everyone was to his outside and it didn't cause any issues there.
Hard contact with his wheel into that inside wall. He probably has a bit of damage from that.
So now we have to see, what is the strategy? Who pits, who stays out? These are the things that we are learning in the booth about how these drivers run these leagues, but I don't see pit road very populated right now.
No, not right now. I think these guys are more concerned about track position.
Yeah, where it's hard to pass, and once you get a full heat cycle on those tires, James Curl may not have as much of a tire advantage, but we do think he at least has the faster car. So let's pull the 20 car, David Greenslet, to the booth here with us. If you want to talk to him, Brandon.
Now let me. Number 20, David Greenslet, you got a copy.
Yeah, how you doing?
So we see you out here in the lead, game of cat and mouse right now. What's it like out there?
Track's a little loose here. I only took 2 tires on that. I'm a little worried because James took 4. I'm just gonna bide my time. I started 14th. I messed up my qualifying lap, so gonna see what we can do here. Just hoping for a good, solid top 5 finish.
Now, I'm curious about this one. How hard is it to pass out there? Is track position really important right now?
It is. It's pretty hard to pass. I had to wait for Matt to slip up a little bit there, and as soon as he slipped up, I was able to get underneath him, getting into the corner and driving off. The outside really hasn't come in yet. Maybe another 20 laps or so. It might come in for the last 10 laps of this race.
All right, well, good information from you. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you on podium.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll let him get back at it. We should get the one to go this time by, I'd have to assume, and we'll have about 27 to go when it does.
So they should be getting one to go this time by, Corey.
And looks like the drivers are prepared to double back up. They want to get back at it.
So
Race
we are
summary here.
72 laps into this thing right now.
Oh,
Excuse me.
No, you started right where I was about to say. We're 72 laps in out of 103 lead changes, 5 cautions for 23 laps. We've gotten some pretty good runs here. Nothing crazy long, but they've got enough run to kind of get spread out and get some racing going here. But here we come. We are getting to the closing stages here in this race, and let's get back at it. Waiting for that Mustang pace car to take that hard left, and it does. Wait for David Greenslet to get on that loud pedal, and here he is. Green flag. We're in the air with 27 laps to go.
Down into turns number 1 and 2. Defending the inside is number 20. 51 looking to make a move. He's gonna have to use the bumper, I think, to attempt to move him.
Again, we have to remember nicknames. We have Rowdy David in that number 20, and if we know anything about the real NASCAR, Rowdy, he's not gonna go down without a fight here.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we have a caution
on the racetrack. Oh, big pile up on the back straightaway. Multiple cars involved.
Oh wow. That's a big one. And it looked like it started with the 52 car, Corey.
52. Oh, all right. I'm about a second behind on that. We got to go back and see what happened there. It looks like some car, 52, came to the inside, maybe got a little contact in the right rear and sent up the track there, so.
And while we're under yellow, I am going to step away for a quick moment. Corey.
All right, 10-4. So given that, now we have another heat cycle on the tires here for the number 51. So let's just see if that helps the 20 or hurts him, because now the 20 with those older left sides, the 51 has a good amount of laps on his 4 set of tires. So we'll have to see here if he can hold off. Now he even has less laps to hold him off for.
All right, so I know these guys are ready to get back racing, Corey. Any predictions for the outcome of this race?
I'm still going to put my money on the number 51 of James Curl, but I'm not going to give it to him very easily. I think he's going to have to work for it, but I still have my money on him.
I think if David Greenslet can keep that inside line, Rowdy may be able to take it to victory lane.
All right, are we gonna get one to go? No, we're not.
Nope,
so let's just do
not this time.
Let's just do a quick field rundown, because I don't know how much time we're gonna have before it goes down. We have David Greenslet in first, James Curl in second, Matthew Kimball in third, Evan Black in fourth, Cody LeBlanc in the 5th position, Brian Town in 6th, Kyle Bingham in 7th, David Cassidy is in the 8th position, Graham Narcom in 9th, and Ricky Nadeau in 10th. Brandon.
Keith Lord in 11th. In 12th is Ryan Messer. 13th, Rodney Huntoon. I apologize. Back behind him is David Elliott. And rounding out the back half of the field is Kyle Willis, Dan LaFoe, Ronald Narcom, Bruce Wright, Mark Reed, Alex
Cambrone, I believe.
Yeah.
Cambrone.
And back behind them, last but not least, is Jeff Gallup.
All right, but we'll let you take it away. I took it away last time, Brandon. Here we go. We're going to have 20 laps to go, I believe. 20 laps to go, and here's the restart.
Pace car getting ready to make that hard left turn into pit road. 20 already on the gas. Green flag back in the air.
And again, he gets that whole shot about 3/10 up, and he's going to need every single inch of that 3/10 because that 51 is coming, and that 51 has already gobbled up that lead.
Huge run off the corner. Now down into turns number 3
He's
and
going
4.
for the crossover. He's going for the crossover, and there it is. But here he comes there side by side through turns 1 and 2, and James Curl, unchallenged pass. Here he comes.
It is the 20 of Greenslit,
And that might have been the tires.
trained on the bottom.
That might have been those old tires. He just couldn't do it anymore. Maybe one too many heat cycles on him, those two tires.
Yeah, he's getting passed by Evan Black now.
Evan Black, he's been running mid-pack. Evan Black is now in a podium position in that number 8 car.
Can he hold on to that podium? These guys racing really hard now with a few laps to go.
Cody LeBlanc in the 7 going. He's trying to get that 4th position from David Green. David Greenslet, ooh, washed up the track. Looks like he tried to get himself back in line.
Oh, around is the 7 car, spun by the 18.
Caution is out. Oh my God, let's go back here, and what happened to Cody LeBlanc?
I say spun by the 18, Corey. I think he could have gotten loose as well.
Looks like he hooked the apron there off of 2 and then maybe just got hit from behind from someone. That looked pretty, he hit the apron and that's what kind of instigated it, so.
Not a good spot on the track to spin either. I think, yeah, he made some heavy contact with that inside guardrail.
So that leaves us with 16 to go as we cross the line that time. Correct me. Yeah, 16. And we'll have probably about 13, 12 to go when we finish this race off. So you're not...
Cody LeBlanc given an EOL penalty, Corey, for that incident.
Yep, again, this league, if anything happens, any kind of avoidable incident happens, you will be put to the back to promote clean racing. Thumbs up to the admins for this league for promoting that.
Obviously, a lot of these racers like it. They got a really good field out here tonight, and hopefully they can keep that consistent throughout the season.
We hope that as well. We hope to bring it to you all live here on Primetime Racing TV.
So far, so good, Corey. What are your thoughts on this first race thus far?
I am really enjoying myself here in the booth. We are having a really good time watching this. Good racing, a lot of different strategy calls with the one set of tire rules. So this is going to be a fun season to present to you live here.
Absolutely, and Corey, you know me. I love my short tracks.
That you do. Oh, the 51. He just he might be he took it to the apron there. I wondered if he was going to pit. He might have just been messing around there.
He already used a set of tires, Corey, so I don't think we'll be seeing him in.
Sometimes you got to entertain yourself under yellow, just driving around. Maybe that's what it was. But still have lights on the pace car here. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you in about 30 seconds here on Primetime TV.
Hey guys, Christopher Bell here. As you guys know, iRacing is coming out with dirt, and it's been a long time coming. So I'm here today to kind of show you around the sprint cars and hopefully give you some insight for whenever you first drive it. So here we are at Williams Grove, gonna go out and make a couple laps in the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on default setup with a gear change to a 522. As we roll out of the pits, you guys might notice that the car wants to pull left.
And rolling on the back straightaway now, getting ready to go, Corey.
All right, we'll take him down here. Hopefully for the last time here at the Five Flags Speedway. James Curl, the dominant driver, the 51 car, is in the lead. Pace car is in, wait for him to get on the green, and here he is. Green flag is out. James Curl did not get as big of a jump as he had. Matthew Kimball is ready to go and give him a fight. Oh, Evan Black sideways. Evan Black.
Big pile up.
Oh my God, the whole field is checked up. We have a massive problems here.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're gonna have to go back on replay, and what in heaven's name happened there?
They got stacked up, Corey. They got stacked up big time.
All right, we're following Evan Black here. And he checked up to avoid the 20 and got hit by the 77, and then that just caused a whole bunch of ruckus there.
Oh my gosh, that was a huge wreck. A couple guys almost up on their lid.
Let's go back and get one slightly different look at that. Got to go back a little bit further. Yeah, you can see Evan Black here. He's has a 20 above him right now, and he checks up to avoid him. Yeah, he got hit by the 77, and that just completely blocked the racetrack.
Now, I'd like to take an onboard ride with the 88 car, Corey. So he did a really good job avoiding that wreck.
Unfortunately, I think I'm a little too far back on replay to be able to find that right now, but
Well, folks, he definitely maneuvered his way through that one. He got lucky.
hopefully the folks could go back on their YouTube DVR and see that, because we did take a couple looks at that, but yeah, the whole track was blocked except for the bottom line. So
Yeah, that was a mess, but it happens.
so we're gonna reset here, and we're gonna be under 10 laps to go here when we get the green flag this time by, and we're only going to have maybe one more opportunity to have a yellow flag before this race is going to be finishing under yellow, which none of us want, but it is something that happens here on iRacing.
Unfortunately, green-white checkers have not been implemented on this service yet. So a lot of times we do find ourselves ending under the yellow flag. Not something we normally like to see, but it does happen. So just keep in mind, folks, it is a possibility. Now, I'm looking now. James Curl is sitting back there in the 3rd place.
That he is. Actually, no, let's just double check.
interesting.
Whether are those wave around cards? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
I was going to say, we may have missed
All
something,
right.
but yeah, those are just wave around cards, Brandon.
False alarm, folks. False alarm.
Yet I am Corey Silva. He is Brandon Kreutz. We are bringing you Primetime TV's live coverage of the Northeast Racers at Five Flags. We are going to take 6 laps to go in our inaugural broadcast of this series here. Brandon, let's take them away.
Pace car pulls off now. 51 on the loud pedal. We are green flag for the last time here at Five Flags.
And he is out to about a 3/4 of a second lead. Curl is going for the victory here. He does not want to give it away, but now the 50 is trying to take a look underneath David Greenslet for the 2nd position. He shuts the door on David Greenslet. Now they're still single file for that 2nd position, but we have a battle going on for 3rd and 4th here. It looks...
Don't be shocked if he uses the chrome horn on the front of that thing. That's why they're there, Corey.
Yep, we are now having, who is it on the outside there? It looks like it is the 78 of Graham Narcombe. He is the unlucky guy on the outside right now. He's back to the 8th position. But up front here, that 51 is trying to engrave that name on the trophy already. He's out to a 7th, 10th second lead, and it looks like unless something happens, it's going to be his to lose.
Yeah, you notice some of these guys starting to run a little bit of a higher line. They're not clipping the apron as much as they were before, Corey, at the beginning of this race.
Yeah, it looks like that bottom line is rubbered in. It's a little bit too late, unfortunately, but it has rubbered in. We're going back here in the pack, watching the battle for the 8th and 9th position. Cody LeBlanc, Graham Narcombe, Rodney Huntoon, they're battling here as we have 2 laps to go. Whoa! And the 7 car is around Cody LeBlanc with some contact from the 78. Cody LeBlanc is around, and we have a massive pileup on the back straightaway.
Upside down!
We have just problems all over the back straightaway there, and that is going to end this race, unfortunately, as we take the white flag, as long as James Curl doesn't hit the upside-down car of Cody LeBlanc, as he avoids them, as the whole field does. We are going to come through turns 3 and 4 at a very slow pace, and we are going to see the number 51 car, the Floridian of James Curl, win the Five Flags 100 here for the Northeast Racers.
Big wreck bringing out that yellow flag. 51. James Curl still walks away with victory.
We will just let the field pass by here, and we will get you the full field rundown once everyone does clear through.
Let's see if the 51 even attempts a burnout with these things. He is attempting to. Not gonna be able to do it. So, Corey.
Yep, and here we go, guys. We're gonna bring you the the final running order here from the Northeast Racers here at the Five Flags Speedway. James Curl taking your victory in dominating fashion. David Greenslet in second, Matthew Kimball in third, Ryan Messer in fourth, Kyle Bingham in fifth, Ricky Nadeau with a sixth place finish, Graham Narcombe in seventh, Rodney Hunt Toon in eighth, David Cassidy in ninth, and Brian Town rounding out the top 10, Brandon.
All right, so Brian Town in finishing 10th. Finishing 11th is Kyle Willis in the 55. 12th, the number 7 of Cody LeBlanc. 13th is the 43 of David Elliott. 14th, the 8 of Evan Black. 15th, 92 of Bruce Wright. 16th, Mark Reed. 17th, Keith Lord. 18th, Dan LaFoe. 19th, Ronald Narcombe. 20th, Alex... Oh gosh.
Cambrio, and we'll go with it until we get proper enunciation from the admin.
I apologize, Alex. And rounding out your field is the number 4 of Jeff Gallup.
All right, so let's get some guys in the booth here and talk to the podium finishers if we do have them available, which I hope we do.
Let's go ahead and pull in our third place finisher, Matthew Kimball. Matthew Kimball, you got a copy.
Yep.
So you walk away with the third place finish here. How was that race for you? How do you think it went overall?
Real good race overall. Good start to the season. You know, you can't beat a top 3 to start the season. You got to be consistent. You ain't gonna win every race. So, I mean, I was fast in practice, but I didn't have the long run set up. So, you know, we'll keep going. I was gambling towards the end, trying to get that caution because I took 2 tires in the beginning. I was going to take 2 more at the end, but I couldn't get the tires I wanted. So I guess it's gonna have to work how it is.
All right. Well, you were up there, up front, pretty much the whole second half of this race. Did you think you had any shot at the win?
I thought I had an alright shot. James was fast. I mean, I was a little. I had a better time than him in practice, but I knew that didn't mean anything. I already knew he had a way better setup than I did on the longer run. I was very, very loose on the long run. But when I almost looped it, a big wreck happened, so I got to go in and take tires. So maybe he took 4 tires when I took 2. So maybe if I took 4 tires, we could have had a little better turnout. But really, he had the car to beat. He was definitely the fastest one. Maybe next time we'll take 4 tires instead of 2.
All right, Matthew, you looked fast. Congratulations on your podium finish.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that is your third place finisher. Let's bring in rowdy David Greenslet into the booth. David Greenslet, you got a copy.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right, so obviously we talked to you with about 30 laps to go as you were leading, and you didn't seem too enthusiastic that you'd be able to hold them off, but you did for a little while. So all in all, what do you take out of this second place finish today?
I mean, it was good. I got caught on the outside there when James went by me, and I dropped back to, I think, sixth, and just tried to work my way back up through. I had to check up pretty hard there for to try to jump in line, and Evan got into the back of me just a little bit. I really appreciate he checked up big time for me, but it caused a big melee there. It's one of those racing deals. You know, you're not going to make it on the outside, so you got to get to the bottom. But I'm real happy with coming in second. I got to thank the guys at Oval Technologies for setup tonight. Me and James are on the same setup, 1-2 finish. Too bad our other teammate Dan got caught up in the back in a wreck early in the race. Otherwise, he probably would have been up here with us too.
Yeah, you almost had it. Do you feel like there was anything you could have done different there with those 2 tires on that last run to be able to hold them off?
I don't. He was fast, and he just got a wicked run on me. There was no sense in me even trying to block.
Well, congrats on your second. Good way to start the season, and good luck with the rest of the season. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, let's move your first place finisher here, James Curl. James, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, James, you walk away with the victory here. How did your car feel, and how do you think that race went for you overall?
Car felt just about as good as it started. Took tires there like lap 45, kind of what I wanted to do. Did expect Matthew to fall in with me, but he did, and just had to come through the field there. I was kind of sketched out because Matthew took 2 and a few other guys took 2, and I was kind of mired back in like 7th place, but worked my way through, and my teammate David was running first and kind of had to pull a sketchy move on him. Coming through turn 3 and 4, I didn't even know if the car would stick because I turned down really, really hard to try to get under him. So all in all, it was a good race. Me and him got 1-2, so hopefully we can do it again next week.
Well, I'm curious myself. Do you think the 4 tires helped you at the end of this thing? Do you think that tire wear off was that bad?
Well, here at Five Flags, generally tire wear is pretty bad. I don't know. I think I could have pulled it off with 2. I think Matthew did a really smart thing. It's just we had too many laps to go and we didn't get enough cautions, and he kind of got a bad end of the stick really. If we would have had more cautions right after he took 2 instead of having that long green flag run, he may have been able to hold us off. But I don't know. I was pulling away anyway. I kind of had like a 2-second lead for that run right up to the lap 45 section area. So I feel that I was pretty confident in being able to pull away.
Well, awesome. You walk away with a victory here. Do you have anyone that you would like to thank?
Just David, Greenslit, Dan LaFoe, Tyler Severa, Roger Severa, just everybody who is on the team, OJ Downpierre, that we get into rooms and we can work on setups and kind of come out here and be able to show what we're made of.
Well, awesome to hear. You had good speed in your race car tonight. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
All right, so let's wrap up here today from the Five Flags Speedway and give you your finishing order one more time before we wrap up our broadcast. Again, with the win here is the 51 of James Curl, David Greenslit second, Matthew Kimball, Ryan Messer, Kyle Bingham, Ricky Nadeau, Graham Markham, Rodney Huntoon, David Cassidy, and Brian Town in 10th. The 11th position goes to Kyle Willis, Cody LeBlanc, David Elliott, Evan Black, who was a part of that big wreck there at the end, taking him out of the top 10. Bruce Wright in 15th, Mark Reed in 16th, Keith Lord in 17th, Dan LaFoe in 18th, Ronald Narcom in 19th, Alex Gambrone in 20th, and again, rounding out your field here is Jeff Gallup in the 21 car. Brandon Kreutz here, along with myself, Corey Silva, bringing you live coverage of the Five Flags 100. Thanks for coming by, and we'll catch you next week.
See you next week, everybody.